Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that... And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And they'll run for the first time to Najee Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Najee Harris, 27 yards. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A first down throw for Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down throw for Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, Young. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. It's Young off play action. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready? Ready.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have one or two for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
62 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
34 yards.
And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else. Right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Young to throw it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown!
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And the Panthers first down.
Off the play fake, Young. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. The play fake, now Young. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the lead will hold at 10.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Brad. Ready?
They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
A nice run there by Sanders on first down, as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down. Now 2nd and 3. Here is Young. That is incomplete.
Well, with a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. It's a pretty strong running there, as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
On 2nd down, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A good pickup there, a 22.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
From the red zone now, Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks by
scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Young with it, third and goal. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second and a couple.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They run again with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Harris running straight ahead, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Second down, here's Hurts.
He gets it complete to Harris, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On the give, this is Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Hurts to throw.
Steps away, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
The Young keeps it, moving right.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Young will set to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now here's Young. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Second and 6 coming up. Hurts.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
King, Phil, King. Phil, hey.
They run with Harris.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 36 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young. That's into the hands of Marshall. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Ready?
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Right, 97. Red, cycle. Jack right. Set.
Young to throw.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. When they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
Quick, yellow. Set.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
This for a trip to the Super Bowl. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight.